So I got my Sephora order from my Sephora Spring VIB sale video. So if you want to know a little bit about what I was looking at, I would go back and watch that first. However, mostly we're talking about all of the products that I hauled in that video. I have tried almost everything, if not everything, at least once. There are definitely some good things and a few things that I'm most likely going to return, and a few things that I need to wear a couple more times to get a good vibe on it. Before we get started, I have to talk about the elephant in the room, which is my hair. I don't know if you noticed, but it's a lot fuller, a lot longer, a lot thicker than usual, and that is because I am wearing a halo extension. So I knew that I wanted to get a halo for my wedding, and my hairdresser sells them, so I can't leave you the details, unfortunately, of this exact one. I'll have to look at the box and see if I can find it. It was very pricey, but I wanted to get one from her so that she could match me at the salon, and she did a perfect job. I mean, it is my hair color. I've never seen anything so close to my hair in my life, and it's just this little halo piece. I don't know if you can see the tiny string here that goes around the bottom of your hair and just adds length and volume. So it's about an inch longer than my actual hair is, and it just adds this beautiful depth, color, volume. I'm obsessed with it, and so I'm kind of breaking it in right now. However, I plan to wear this a lot. Which, speaking of, do you guys want some wedding content or like story times or wedding planning videos? I'd be really curious to know like how many of you guys are in that stage of life, or if you're interested in it, because I am about to start kicking up all of my wedding planning for our October wedding, which has been moved twice. It's a long story. I'll add our married story time up above. Also, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Rudi. I post twice a week on YouTube. We talk about more than just beauty on this channel. We talk about skincare, mental health, acne, fashion, Amazon hauls, and possibly wedding content. So please subscribe if you haven't already. Let's start with our Saie Slip Tint. This brand I bought a few things from. I bought their blush and their slip tint, and I already have a mini of their highlighter, their glowy super gel, and I really do like them. I mentioned in the video before this one that I don't necessarily like their marketing about clean beauty and their scare tactics, but I do like the actual products. So this is a tinted moisturizer with SPF 35. I have mine in shade 3.5, and this is a mineral sunscreen, which I prefer. And I have applied this a few different ways, and I noticed that the best way to apply it is with my hands. However, this is the strangest coverage product I have ever tried. It is so slippery and strange. I am gonna try and zoom you in so you guys can see this weird collection of product on my hair, like my facial hair, my peach fuzz. When I first put this on, I was like, no, this is awful, because it's such a strange consistency. And I think someone mentioned on my TikTok that it might be because there's no silicones in the product, so it doesn't really have that glidey feel. But once you actually do blend it into the skin, it doesn't look like it's sticking to your facial hair anymore, or that it's sticking. So I'm gonna finish blending this and then I'll show you up close. Okay, so here is one layer applied with my fingers. It is obviously a super light coverage. I need to cover this here and we'll get to that. But for the most part, I think it looks very natural. Don't let that first application when you're rubbing it in scare you, because it is really strange. Slip tint is the perfect name for it because it literally feels slippery. But again, once you rub it in, it looks really nice. Definitely a lower coverage product. So if you're looking for, and you know that, it's a tinted moisturizer, but I personally like it. I plan on taking it to Miami and just wearing it like while we're at the beach, because it does have a good SPF rating. Better for dry skin for sure, but the ingredients are acne friendly. So if you want to give this a go and you're looking for something that's light coverage all over, not too dewy. However, it's not quite enough for me at this moment. So I am going in with the Nudestix Concealer. This is the Nudestix Nude Fix Cream Concealer. I have mine in shade Nude 4. Again, I'm really proud of my color matches. I freaking love this. I don't know if you remember in the video that I said I was looking for a concealer that was in between my Tarte Hydro Sealer and the Kosas Revealer Concealer in terms of coverage. And I thought that this might fit the bill based on the videos I've seen. And I was totally right. It is in between coverage, so it's like a light to medium, but a little bit more coverage than the Hydro Sealer from Tarte, which I love, but sometimes I just need a little bit more. However, it's also got that nice dewy, like it's not a matte finish. So it just looks super natural on the skin and it blends like a dream. I also noticed that when I wear it alone, so if I like just do spot concealing around my nose, my chin, and my under eyes, that it blends beautifully and it does not leave any dry patches or make it look like I just did my under eyes and around my mouth. So I am super impressed with this and I'm kind of considering trying out their other face products. However, their tinted moisturizer has lavender oil in it, which I'm not a fan of. And this one does not. This one does not have any smell at all. So I would totally recommend checking this out if you're looking for a medium coverage concealer. I'm also going to use this to cover up my little pimple here and see how well it does. But I will probably have to go in with something else. Not bad, actually. Here's a zoom in on that. And also this has the vitamin C, the lightning wand from Hero Cosmetics on it right now. So it doesn't look amazing because that stuff is kind of sticky under there. But that's not bad. I'm impressed. And I think that these two work really well together. This one, once it's kind of sat down, I think it would work with any concealer, but you might just want to give it a minute to kind of settle in before you go in with your next step, which I did not get a powder from the sale, so I'm going to use, which is also somewhat of a newer product. This is the Kosas Cloud Set, and I have mine in the shade Feathery, which is like a light medium shade, and I just like to go in with a fluffier brush, so I'm not picking up too much here, because I don't want to powder my whole face, but I do want to get the under eyes since we are going to wear a mascara. And then I'll kind of get, you know, my chin and around my nose where I tend to get oily, and I'll just kind of leave it at that. And I really, really like this powder for that because it doesn't really dull your shine. Somehow it allows that to still come through while still setting your face. So it's really unique. I like it a lot, and you guys know I love Kosas. I have a whole video on their brand as a whole. I pretty much have everything that they make, so I can link that up above if you're curious about more of their stuff. So for bronzers, I didn't get a bronzer, quote unquote, but what I did get is something from One Day Beauty. So this is not from my Sephora haul. This is from an independent beauty company, because while I was looking at all of the products that I bought, I realized I want to support smaller businesses and smaller brands that are on the up and up before they get to Sephora. And I just have a feeling that this is one of those brands that's going to be in Sephora in like a year or less. They're just really innovative. It's like a clean beauty brand. This is their multi-tint in the shade Rust. So they have three different shades that work for all skin tones based on the pigmentation of how much you build it up. So it's a very small pot. So you're going to need a spatula to pull the product out if you're going to use it as a cheek product. So it's meant to be used as a cheek, a lip, or an eye. And this is perfect for that. For me, this color is perfect. It's that in between a bronzer and a blush color, just like my Tower 28 Power Hour. It's very similar to that, but it's a little bit more matte, and so you can use it on the eyes and the lips, whereas I feel like the Tower 28 is a little bit too dewy for that. What I'd like to do is scoop a little bit out of the product, put it on the back of my hand, and kind of spread it out so that I have some surface area to work with. Here's the color. I mean, that is stunning. That is stunning. It's my perfect color. So I'm going to use this as a bronzer today instead of a typical bronzer, just to show you how it works and how it can be used on my skin tone as a bronzer or a blush. I just tap in on my brush like I do with other cream products. You guys know I prefer to go in on my hand first if I can, and then go in. So I'm just doing that and going around like I would a normal bronzer. Again, this is probably better for someone who is an advanced makeup wearer because it does require a little bit of work. It requires knowing how to put down a cream product without getting too much. But at the same time, it's very multi-use because you can use it on the lips, eyes, and cheeks without any problems. And if you want to just stick your finger in there and apply, you can also do that. But you know me, I just prefer to apply with a brush. And honestly, I think this is a beautiful sun-kissed look. And because I'm applying it so thin, it just looks like a bronzer. And I love that. If I apply it a little bit more heavy-handed on the cheeks, it looks like a blush. It's just awesome. And the formula is really creamy, but also matte. It's not flat. It's not dewy. It's just skin-like, which makes it perfect to be used on the lips as well. And I might use it on my lips at the end of the video too, because I don't have a new lip product. So that is One Day Beauty. This is the multi-tint in shade Rust. So I have 3 options for blush, and one is returning. It is a return back to Sephora. So let's talk about that one first. I've already repackaged it to take it in. This is the Checkslime from Freck Beauty. I'll put in a TikTok here so you guys can see me applying it. I have applied this product with my fingers, a brush, and a sponge, and I cannot get it to work for me. I think it's because it is a gel style product, and so it is really different and it sets very, very quickly. I really don't prefer using my fingers as my makeup application. I find that it lifts product underneath and it's never as even as if I use a brush or a sponge. So I already didn't like that. And then using a sponge, it helped a little bit, but again, it did add a little bit of choppiness in my blend. And then using my brush, I could not move it around because it was drying so quickly and there was no moisture within my brush to really help move it around. So I really did not like this. I think I just prefer products that are in a pot form, perhaps also a stick form. Those are my favorite kind of cream products. I don't know, something about the gel texture really threw me off, so I'm sad to say that was the case with this one. So the other 2 options for blush today that I have are the Bare Minerals Blonzer, and this is in the shade Kiss of Copper, and then the Saie Beauty Liquid Blush, and I have mine in the shade Rosy, and I think that's what I'm going to use today based on the eyeshadow that I'm going to use. I do have a video of me on TikTok applying this, so I can put it in so you can see what it looks like on the cheek, and I'll also give you a little swatch here. Bottom line, this is beautiful. You absolutely need it. If you like a shimmery but not glittery blush, and you want something that's good for the summer and you're my skin tone, this is it. Look at that color. That is stunning. It is just the most perfect peachy copper blush I've ever seen. I will say, calling it a bronzer makes no sense. There's nothing about this that is bronzing. Nothing like this, where you can use this. This is truly a bronzer to me. This is not. This is just a blush. And mine is in the medium shade, which is Kiss of Copper. It is stunning. It is not a bronzer. It is a beautiful blush, and this is one of the most unique blushes that I own. I really do love it. I'm not a huge fan of powder blushes anymore, and this one is beautiful. If you're gonna pick up anything from this haul, this is what I would recommend. Honestly, it's so nice. So because I'm so certain about that, that's why I want to show the Saie blush, because I do like it, but I'm still figuring it out. And I know that that was a product a lot of you guys wanted to know more about. So this is a completely liquid blush. I kind of didn't know how to work with it at first because I'm not a huge liquid blush fan. I'm more of a cream. From playing around with it and talking to some of my friends, it's best applied with a brush. I've tried applying it with a sponge and it was a little bit patchy because it's so liquidy. The sponge just soaked it right up. And then again, I don't like applying with my fingers, so a brush is the way to go with this one. I'm going to apply straight to the face and then 2 dots on either side of the nose because you guys know I like that. And this color is really, really pretty. It's just like a really nice muted pink that's super springtime friendly. In fact, it's very similar to the Freck Beauty color that I had, which was in the shade Cuffed. Sorry if I didn't mention that. And so I feel good about returning that one because I have this color. So these are called the Dewy liquid blushes. And it definitely is. I mean, you can see that shine that it gives off. I don't even have a highlighter on. So if you are not a fan of a dew, you're not gonna like this. But if you are looking for a one and done kind of blush where you can just apply the one and you don't need to worry about having a highlighter because you just look dewy and glowy, this is definitely the one. But I also love this applicator. I love that it's like a doe foot because it's so easy to just pop on your cheek rather than like squirting it on my hand, which is what I had to do with this Checkslime product. And I do think that this product works well with their slip tint. I think that these two do work well together. All of their products do, in my opinion. I know that there are a lot of negative reviews of Saie online. If you're someone like me who just likes a minimalist look, I like their products personally. Okay, for highlighter, I have another indie brand to share with you. This is the brand Phytosurgence. So I saw this brand all over my Instagram because I follow a lot of people who are my size or a little bit bigger on Instagram who just love beauty. And one of them, her name is State of Kate. She also has a channel here on YouTube. I can leave her channel name down below. But she had an entire review of this brand and how much she loved their products. And this highlighting balm was all over her page and how much she loved it. So I picked up mine in the shade Mirrored Moonlight. It is called the Spectral Shine Balm. This is the strangest, one of the strangest style products I've ever tried. It is a balm, a cream, but it feels like a powder when it comes on your skin. And the first time I used it, I was like not liking it at all. It was a little bit dry feeling. I felt like it was leaving a powdery look on my skin. I had to play with it a lot to figure out how to use it properly. And I personally think that using my fingers is the best for me. I think that Kate likes to use a brush, but with my skin being combo to dry right now, it's better for me to use my fingers. So I'm still figuring this out. However, the whole, thing with this highlighter is that there's absolutely zero glitter. They don't even have a shimmer in it. It's just straight kind of reflection. It's not like a blinding highlight, so don't expect that from it, but it's more of like that model-esque, like you just happen to be glowing type of look. Even less so than the Charlotte Tilbury highlight. Like it is that subtle. It just kind of depends what you're looking for. I do think that this is very beautiful in photographs because it just hits the light so naturally. One thing that I don't love about it is I feel like it kind of adds pigment over my blush. I don't know if you see this kind of like block here. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out and how I like to use it. And I think that I am underestimating the power of it because it clearly does add a lot of sheen and glow, but zero glitter. So that's just a really unique product. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I think that it is unique and I like supporting indie brands. I know that so many people love it, and so I really want to make sure that I'm giving it a fair chance before I just straight up say I don't like it. So for eyes, I think this is the most exciting thing that I picked up in my haul. This was actually a secondary order that I made, and it was just for this product. This is the Rare Beauty liquid eyeshadow in the shade Nearly Neutral. This eyeshadow is perfection. Perfection. It is everything that I would want in a liquid powder eyeshadow. Truly everything. It has the most beautiful shade. This is in the shade Nearly Neutral, if I didn't mention that. You only need a little bit. I take a fluffy brush and I just blend it out all over my lid. And to make a matte liquid eyeshadow is hard, but they really hit the nail on the head with this one. I mean, it is stunning. It goes on like a cream. It blends out like a cream, but also like a powder. It doesn't crease at all, and it dries down like a powder. But you can skip the entire step of needing an eye primer. I mean, it's just perfect. I wish they would come out with more colors that weren't pink, but this one is my perfect everyday shade. Took 5 seconds and it's just a perfect blend. So I'm gonna do this other eye and then we'll come back for mascara. I love it. I think it is so beautiful. I love this eyeshadow. I'm just so impressed. I don't have a new mascara to show you, but I did just get a brand new tube of Lash Paradise. So I'm just gonna put this on, and I'm going to add also the Phytosurgence to my inner corner as my inner corner highlight. Same with eyebrows, nothing new. So I'm gonna go in with the Merit Beauty pomade, volumizing pomade. Again, I've talked about this in my trendy new makeup video if you want to see that, but it doesn't necessarily add a hold, but it does shape them, and it shapes them and it gives them color. So sometimes when I just want to be really quick with it, which today I do, I don't feel like taking time on my brows, I will just run this through them and it adds a little bit of color, a little bit of volume to my eyebrows without the crunch. And again, it's not claiming to be a gel, so that was the wrong word. It's a pomade because it's not a gel. it just adds color and volume, and that is exactly what they're claiming it does. I'm gonna go back to the One Day Beauty multi-tint to put on a little bit of a lip color, and I'm just gonna apply it with a little lip brush that I have from Real Techniques. I love this kind of brownie nude on my skin tone. I just think it looks so good. I want to top it with this new lip gloss, lip oil that I have, that I got in PR from this brand called In Beauty Project. They're a brand new brand at Sephora. They're mostly skincare, but they do have this lip oil in a couple different shades. And to be honest, I haven't tried any of the skincare because it's like quite heavy on exfoliants, but this is just a lip oil and I am addicted to it. Look at this freaking doe foot. It's humongous. This is in the shade 01 and it's stunning. It's just so lightweight, non-sticky, way more of a gloss than the lip, you know, the balms that I have, like the Merit Balm and the Ilia Balm. It's way more like a gloss. However, much less like a gloss than the Tower 28 glosses. So I would say it's in between a lip balm and a lip oil. All right, this is our final look. I think everything looks really nice. You know, is everything gonna wear all night? Probably not. But I think if you're going for a minimalist look and you don't want to overdo it on coverage, the Saie Slip Tint is very nice. I know that a lot of people don't like it. If you have oily skin, I wouldn't buy this. But if you have dry and acne prone skin or combo skin, I say give it a try personally. I also do like their liquid blushes. Just know that it's a liquid blush, not a cream blush. So if you don't like super liquidy products, you're not gonna like this. The standouts to me of my haul were these three products. The Nudestix Concealer is beautiful if you like a light to medium shade. Stunning. This eyeshadow, stunning. Couldn't recommend it more. I'm mad I haven't picked it up earlier than this. This specific shade, Kiss of Copper, is stunning. I love it, I love it, I love it. I'm gonna wear this all summer long. The two that I'm not 100% sure about, I'm definitely returning the Checkslime from Freck. Still figuring this out. However, you know, it does look very beautiful. I'm just perplexed by it. It's so strange. I'm gonna play with it a lot more. And then again, I do really love the multi-tint from One Day, and I really can't wait to see what else they do in the next year. They have some lip glosses and a few other style multi-products, but this one is by far the best. And I really, really think this brand is gonna pop off soon. So One Day Beauty, look out for them. What do you guys think? Do you have any specific questions about any of these products, or do you want a more in-depth, detailed review on any of them? Let me know in the comments below. Next video, we are actually going to be packing together for Miami. I'm going on a trip with my husband for our 1-year anniversary. And then we're gonna be doing a giveaway. Yeah, that's right. We're doing a giveaway for my 1 year on YouTube, and we're gonna talk all about the products we're giving away. We're gonna do a makeup and a skincare bag. It's gonna be so much fun, so make sure you stick around for that, and I will see you guys in the next video really soon. Bye.